Hey, what's up everyone? Going to be heading out now, just have to get changed. I'm heading over to Fleet Feet. I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to try out the Carbon X3. There's a little running event, really going more to try the shoes than anything. So we'll see how it goes, but gotta head out the door now. Alright, well we made it. We're here. Fleet Feet is right behind me and the Hoka tent is up, so let's go check it out. It's definitely going to be like 80 or 90 degrees in this parking lot where the event is, but this is what we're doing to try these shoes out. Doing whatever it takes.
Time of 28 minutes and 55 seconds.
Woo!
A difference of 5 seconds. We have Edward Para.
Woo! Nice. See you Hoka backpack that's filled with cash to prop it up, so let me take it out. And then a Hoka mug. Woo! Great job. Is that real cash? It's like bubble wrap.
774.
Woo! Woo!
I can think of no better home for Carbon X3.
There you go.
And those shoes make you run fast.
They
do make them
Great
fast.
job.
They're not.
Alright, so I just finished up at the 5K race. It was basically a guess your time, so you put tape over your watch and then you tried to get as close to your estimated finish time as you possibly could. So it's a cool event. There was some prizes, as you saw, for first and second place as far as how close you were to your estimated time on the 5K course. And then there was just a general raffle with tickets for a free pair of Carbon X3. I did not win. I was 2 numbers off on my ticket, but nonetheless, it was a fun event, and I got to hear some information from the Hoka reps as far as the materials in the foam, the upper. So we'll talk more about that when I get home. Gonna stop at Petco really quick and grab some more food for the little doggies, and we'll be back soon. Alright, so I'm just going to spend a minute talking about the shoes and how they felt on me. You know, as a bigger guy, I like to try and share my thoughts and opinions on the shoes and how they work for myself, being someone who's, you know, close to 240 pounds right now. So first thing, I'll just show you the run. A little bit different than usual. I was actually going to do like an 8 by 1 minute at, you know, threshold or 5K pace around there, but it just didn't work out. I wanted to participate in the event if I was going to try the shoe on, so they were doing that, like, you know, blindfold or cover your watch and try and guess your pace. I put down 27 minutes because at first I was going to do the 1K or the 1 minute repeat things again, and I thought I might average out to around 27 minutes total for the 5K, but I ended up just running it, you know, with somebody. I was chatting about the Brooklyn Half Marathon, and they had run as well, and they were very close to the person who sadly passed away, and he was just telling me some stories and everything. And I think because I had the yellow shirt on, they actually thought that it was the Brooklyn Half Marathon shirt, but either way I had run it, so we were talking about that, and it was a lot of fun. So I ended up coming in at like 26:31 on my Strava, but I forgot to stop the watch, so they had my official time as 26:13, I think, something like that, and I had put 27, so I was, you know, whatever that comes out to, like 47 seconds off from my guess, and the winners were like 5 seconds off, which is awesome, and maybe 20 seconds off or something was like 1 and 2, so that's who won the prize pack from Hoka. Now, as far as the shoes, it's a little tough to talk about because I don't have it in front of me and I can't remember exactly everything that I was thinking of when I actually was holding and wearing the shoe, but I'll try my best. I did get a chance to talk to the Hoka reps there. Obviously, they told me about the upper, which was a very clear change. It's this one piece, almost like a knit booty construction, you know, one piece of knit material. It's a, I don't know if it's a jacquard mesh or just like a stretchy sock, very similar to the original Nike 4% when it first had the fly knit upper. It feels very much like that. It's probably not going to be a good choice if it's a wet race because it's going to absorb a lot of water. If it's a hot race, you're going to sweat a lot and it's going to hold all that water. So just be mindful of that. It's a new knit material for the upper on the Hoka Carbon X3. Now, the midsole foam went from a Pro Fly in the Carbon X2 to now what they're calling a Pro Fly X. So it did change. They had feedback that the Carbon X2 had felt a little flat. And, you know, going back to my personal feelings and my personal review on that shoe, I felt the same. It just didn't give you a lot of pushback off the ground. It felt kind of flat. I didn't like it when I tried it out for a half marathon myself. I didn't think it was really giving me any benefits whatsoever. I was working completely myself for that shoe. This change, I have to say, was a positive one. I'm actually very surprised. I didn't think I'd be someone to ever really like the Carbon X lineup ever again, but the foam is significantly softer. I think it has a little bit of a squish, and they actually said that their goal was to make it a little bit more responsive. So I think that they did that overall, and it does feel a little bit more propulsive, but I still would kind of slot it into the category of a long run shoe or a workout shoe. They actually consider it that themselves. They kind of talked about that the Carbon X2 and Carbon X3 fall into more of a workout category, where their Rocket X and now Rocket X2, which is coming out, she said, in March, so I guess March 2023. Those are really their racing shoes for the marathon distance. So it's a little bit hard to discern like which shoe they're expecting to use for different categories. They're still not my favorite. You know, they're not my top of the list of the best benefit you're going to get as a runner in a marathon or half marathon, but they did make some good improvements. And if you're a fan of Hoka, if you were a fan of the Carbon X1 or 2, I think you're really going to like the Carbon X3, you know, give or take the upper if you really like a knit one mesh booty. They didn't have a name for it at the event itself. So thank you everybody for watching. If you're not already subscribed, definitely consider subscribing down below. I'd love to have you join this channel, and I'm gonna go shower. Hope to see you all in the next video.